Good morning, guys. 11:32 on Thursday, the 1st of August 2024, and we've currently completed 2 years and 17 weeks of this approximately 8-year fire journey. Just having a look at the overview. As things stand at the minute, the current portfolio value is 17,861 with a return on investment just under 23%. And we have 217 shares in the Vanguard S&P 500, and of course what we're looking at here is the trading 212 practice account. If we go to this other view, it's probably a view that's more familiar to you, and indeed we can see the change that there's been today so far represented there as well. If you remember the last time I did a stream, I think it was 5 days ago, there was there had been a bit of a dip, so basically that's the red candle that you can see there, whereas today it looks as though the market is up about 0.75%. So current market value sitting at £82.28, near enough, and obviously then that has boosted the portfolio value slightly as the price has recovered from where it had been. So with that said, let's go ahead and put in our weekly investment. So we are buying £120 worth of the S&P 500 exchange traded fund, as I say, shown here on the Trading 212 practice platform. I always try to put through a market buy where possible. And at the current price, that's going to buy us just under 1.5 shares. Let's send it through. Watch for the execution. Just looking to see these figures move. Okay, so I hadn't commented on it, but the average price just before that was about 10p less than what it is now. So the average price has gone up roughly 10p. Execution went through. You'll see that in the notifications here. So we bought basically 1.45 shares, 1.46 almost, as expected. £82.25 per share. Let's have a look at the other notifications while we're here. So Rolls-Royce soars 9% to all-time high after reinstating dividend on strong first half results. Good news for them. Biggest stocks before earnings: Meta, Canadian Natural Resources, Qualcomm, Western Digital, Etsy and Moderna. Nvidia up 11%, named a top pick at Morgan Stanley amid resurging AI chip optimism. Starbucks up 4% after reaffirming guidance despite lackluster sales. Match Group up 12% after better than expected revenue and guidance. ASML gains 5% after reported exemption from US chip restrictions on China. Okay, I'm not entirely sure. I was just trying to understand, if I could, what that means, but I can't make sense of it. Pinterest down 12% on weaker revenue guidance amid growing competition. AMD rises 9% in response to strong results and growth in AI chip sales. HSBC up 3%, announcing $3 billion buyback. after earnings beat expectations. Biggest stocks before earnings: Microsoft, Starbucks, Advanced Micro Devices, that's AMD, no doubt. MasterCard, Automatic Data Processing, Pinterest, and Boeing. CrowdStrike falls 8% after Delta Airlines seeks compensation for global IT outage. Ooh, I didn't see that coming. Now, that's one of those things that I suppose is a potential risk if you have a contractual service level agreement with another business customer. And it turns out that for whatever reason you have failed to provide the level of service that is in your contract, then this is the sort of thing that can happen. You can be faced with claims for compensation. In one way, I'm pleased to see that, because it does mean that there is a consequence for the basically the party that has failed to uphold their end. And I believe that's a good thing. Upcoming holidays, following market holidays will be observed through the month of August. Let's have a read at that. So in Switzerland today is National Day. Canada, the 5th of August is a civic holiday. Italy, the 15th is Assumption Day. And on the 26th in the UK is the summer bank holiday. And the respective stock exchanges will be closed for trading. So it appears as if there's virtually, perhaps with the exception of the last fortnight, there's virtually one holiday per week there on those different international exchanges. I don't know how well I'll be able to navigate around that. Well, I suppose in real terms, the only one that affects the UK is the 26th. And other than that, the US market is open throughout. So provided I can avoid the 26th, which I may or may not be able to do, then we should be good. Okay, what other notifications have we got here? Procter & Gamble down 6% as revenue miss outweighs stronger earnings. Symbotic down 16% as revenue forecast misses analyst expectations. PayPal pops 7% after raising 2024 outlook amid stellar quarterly earnings, and BP up 2.5% after hiking dividends in response to stronger quarterly earnings. So guys, that's it for the notifications. If you watch the output here, you will know that in the past I've said a lot of those companies I don't recognize. I don't really understand their business. But the beauty of investing in an exchange traded fund like the S&P 500 is that you don't have to. You don't need to know why a business is performing well. You don't need to know, you don't need to be able to predict when a business is going to stop performing so well. And that is really the beauty of exchange traded fund investing. As companies cease to perform as well as they used to, they will be demoted in the index, and eventually, if that continues, they will fall off the index, being replaced by some other company which has been performing better. And from that point of view, the index can be said to be self-cleansing. And as I say, that is a very powerful part of index investing, particularly for those people like me who just want to essentially set it and forget it, and that is pretty much what I have done myself. My investments are automated, and and I just have to keep an eye on it to make sure everything is going as expected. Guys, the figures have updated after that purchase that we've just done. So currently we have a market price of 82.22 almost. It's actually dropped a little bit since the purchase, I think. We've got 218.5 shares, and the current portfolio value sitting at just under 18,000, with a return on investment of just over 22.5%. So guys, that's going to be it for today. If you enjoyed today's video in particular, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you're interested in following the journey over the remaining 6 or so years, consider subscribing to the channel. And other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and I'll be back again next week with more. Thanks for watching.